So it's just been over a year since I moved into this house and have now a little studio thingy, office, whatever you want to call it. And the last week I've kind of got into Pokemon again because of solely this card. And then I started going down a rabbit hole of like the 151 collection and then the Paradox stuff and all these cards and the new old art cards. And I'm like, I'm falling in love with it. And again, I've always liked Pokemon, but I went from collecting the cards and playing the games to just solely playing the games. And now it's just kind of like, I used to like play the game, beat the game, collect all the Pokemon, get all the badges, and then continue leveling up Pokemon. I think on my Pokemon Sun, because I keep moving them up, I have like 2.5 boxes of level 100s that I trained from just beating the Elite Four. I did it stupid way. I was a kid. But I stopped collecting Pokemon cards. But when I moved here, I knew I had a tin of Pokemon cards. I was like, I'll eventually get around to selling them or giving them away and stuff. And then I got back into Pokemon. So I hunted for that tin again. And now it's in here. Now I know this is the Magic Gathering box. I didn't really like the tin. I found it really bulky and the cards moved around a lot. Where with this, it's like they're all nicely like this. Now I know I only have a little collection. I have recently bought a pack or two of newer cards, but I thought I would go over some of the cards that I really appreciate. Now when it comes to this, I'm technically new again. I know what the Pokemon are, I know what they look like, but I don't know anything about the collection. I know that if there's a star at the bottom, there's like the set symbol at the bottom. I'm learning. So these are all my Magic cards. These are the cards I've gone through. I know I have some Alpha or Beta ones. They look the same to me. I don't know how to tell the difference. In here, like some of these are like my childhood cards. But I did take out cards that I thought were good or cards that I liked that I do want to go over. Now when it comes to these, of course, I'm going to try and show them, but they will be up here. So if anyone knows, because I know Magic the Gathering players usually use Scryfall for the PNG thing that they can do in their videos. Is there a Pokemon version? Please let me know in the comments down below. But when it comes to these, I have them in 3 different categories. I have starters, legendary Pokemon, or what I think are legendary Pokemon. They do get a bit blurry at the end. Like I would count Lucario as a legendary, but some don't. I don't have a Lucario, but that's the only example. And then cards that I like that I got. So if anyone knows which set I kind of stopped playing and then restarted, let me know in the comments down below. So let's start off with the starter Pokemon. So when it comes to the starter Pokemon, some of them are my favorite. If you've noticed, there are Pokemon here. Torchic and Rowlet are some of my favorite Pokemon. Torchic, it's more Blaziken's that my favorite. So let's start off with Blaziken. I have this Blaziken, it'll also be here. It's 110 HP, and I don't know, it's a set symbol of a diamond. I don't know where I got it, but that's not where it matters. The next one is Infernape. I'm actually shocked that I have a full level starter. I know majority of these are going to be the pre-evolves, the babies, whatever you call them. I have a Squirtle, this one. I don't know which one it's from. It's from a leaf, a cut, or something like that. I have a Trico of a shiny gem. So if you don't know what I'm on about, I'm saying what I think the set symbol is. I have my favorite boy, my favorite starter, the actual baby starter, Rowlet in foil, or what they call reverse hollows, I think they're called in Pokemon. Let me know what the actual term is. There is a Qualivar, the mid-range of Typhlosion. Pretty much if it's anywhere past the 3rd set, it gets a bit blurry until it's the newest sets, and then it's like, I think I've seen that before. Combustion, which I think, I could be wrong, I think I might have got these in like a deck box or something. Same with the Inferno ones. A Wartortle. A Grovyle. Which again, I think is a very underrated grass starter Pokemon. A Pokemon I love, Totodile, in this art. A Delta species, which again I find weird. Crocoroar. It's now an electric type. Don't know what that means. a Monferno, which I think is from a deck. I think I already showed the combustion. Oh, I have a second combustion. Do I? I have a second combustion in a different art. That's cool. A Mudkip. And a Chimchar. Now, I'm pretty sure if I go through the box, I know for a fact I have an Ivysaur. I must have just missed it going through here. I will go through the box and post if there's anything cool. One of the things, as I showed, that Charmander is the reason that got me back into it. But then doing more research in it, I really want them starters. The 6 alt art ones, I'll show them here if I can. If I don't, I apologize. But people will probably know what I'm on about if they're into the Pokemon. The Blastoise one is beautiful, and these alt arts are beautiful, and I'm getting back into Pokemon. So when it comes to Pokemon, is there anywhere where I can start? Where do I get cards? I also live in the middle of nowhere, so the best I'm able to do kind of offhand is like a handful of packs that are in like the local center or something like that. But let's go on the second one, the Legendary God Pokemon, I guess it's called. So this one's a bit smaller. This card's a bit bent, but it's Mesprite. I think I remember this Mesprite from Emerald. Not the Sapphire and Ruby, but remake. I forgot what it was called. There it is. I remember going to the shops and opening. I got 3 packs randomly when I was like a kid, and I got 2 legendaries, which are both here, so I'll put them next to each other. So yeah, I got 2 Groudons. I bought 3 packs or 5 packs and got 3 Groudons, and the guy in the shop was like, I'll buy them off you, and I ran away. I also have a shiny, I don't know what the shiny names is, you can see it's shiny there, a Heatran. I remember Heatran because I wanted it, I thought it was cool, and I got it to level 100. I have this really old promo card that's a bit dirty, of a Mewtwo. I don't know, it just says promo under its name. It's number 14. If anyone know if this is like rare or hard to get, let me know. I have a really old Zapdos. I remember this was kind of, I remember being in primary school and this was like my card that I was like, I opened this is rare, and there was a kid that had the original Venusaur, and I was like, I don't like you anymore. This was near the end of my collection because I remember getting it, a Articuno EX. I think I just remember, because ever so often, like maybe a handful of times in my life, I would just randomly grab a pack of Pokemon cards. But I've stopped fully collecting since I was a kid. But yeah, I remember getting this Articuno and going, should I get back into it? And then I was like, nah. I have this Riku. I actually opened this yesterday, so I know it's not new. But this Chi-Yu, I have played Violet and I'm planning on getting the DLC, so I do have all of these. I do think it is a cool Pokemon. One of my favorite Pokemon I got that I'm pretty sure I bought this pack or deck or whatever it comes in later on. I think that says promo. It has a little star saying promo on it, but I got the Darkrai X in this shiny one. Again, they will all be here. Manphy, I know has 2 versions. I don't know if that's the original version or the other one. In foil, I don't know what set it's from. I think I got this in McDonald's. I'm not sure if it's a legendary Pokemon. I just remembered in Sun and Moon, it was kind of a big deal. Kismog. And that's all of the legendary Pokemon. Now, I have been going on to Card Market and looking at some of the cards and looking up some of my favorite Pokemon and going through the list. There is a handful I want. So hopefully people let me know which are good or not. So we're going on to the final ones, which is kind of the cards I thought are cool, look cool, or are some of my favorite Pokemon. So let's start on them. So I'm going to start off with this Pokemon. I like the art and I like the kind of color towards it, and it's an electric dark. I don't know when they start fusing stuff, but this is a Magnecrite. I don't know if it's good or bad. It has the Team Aqua logo on it, but yeah, it's a dual. I did not know they did that. I picked this card mainly because I know in the games in Emerald, it was not difficult to get. You got a free baby one, but it was difficult to evolve a Metagross. Again, I haven't got any of the full art cards that I'm actually going crazy for and watching so many videos on. I also remember this Pokemon in the actual game to be difficult to level up. I think it's like 55 or late 50s when it's fully. A Welrine. I got this Welrine. I do like it. I think I didn't want to put this in the legendary, but also I wanted to put it in the legendary. But it's also your phone. Rotom. I got it yesterday or the day before. I just like Rotom as a Pokemon. I haven't looked up Rotom yet. Hopefully there's like the washing machine and the lawnmower and stuff. This is a really old card. I remember having it. It was one of those cards that I was like, haha, I have and not many people have. I think this is an original Nidoqueen. It does have the Vileplume thing on it, so it might be like beta or the one after. But I remember when Pokemon was new, there was a handful of Pokemon that people were going crazy for, and Nidoqueen was one of them. I like the art of this card. It's a Delta species, so I think it just means it's a different type than it should be. This Blue Blossom, I think I just liked the card. I think it's pretty. This one is from the first Pokemon movie. Kids Warner Brother presents Pokemon the first movie, and it's a promo card. It is a bit beaten up, but again, I remember so many people in my primary school wanted this card, and I literally like begged my mum to let me go see the film, and I still have the card. This is a 20-year-old, 25-year-old card. It's probably worth nothing. I remember being younger that these gym Pokemon were big. People wanted them. Probably not wanted now, but I have Lieutenant Surge's Eevee. I remember people going crazy for these cards. Again, I'm probably way out of touch when it comes to my older collection of people being like, yeah, they reprinted it like 20 times and now everyone has one. But again, this is one of the original. This is like a 20-year-old or 20-plus-year-old card in my hand. Deal with it. Again, I think I picked this for the same thing. I think I got this recently. I don't know when. But a Flareon, but it has a gym leader just above it. I think this is the original Flareon. Could be wrong. But that's the original Flareon card. Again, Umbreon's my favorite, but Umbreon wasn't out when these cards are, so I think Flareon was. This is actually my favorite card I own so far. It's a Delta species Fire/Metal Flareon. But I think the reason I love this card so much is because of the red and kind of grey shiny foil thing. And how it's shiny. That's my favorite card I have. I am planning on getting a folder solely for Pokemon cards to put these in. I'm also planning on, I want maybe not here, but getting kind of like a frame for some of these cards that are my favorite. So if you have any information or people I should follow, please let me know in the comments down below. If there's any sets I think I should get, or any stuff for beginners or new people, or if people want to be nice enough and be like, here is someone that might sponsor you if you want to make videos. I do want to make Pokemon content as well as still making Magic the Gathering content. So it might get to the point where I might have 2 channels, but right now I'm thinking of just having the one because I live in the middle of nowhere. Getting Pokemon stuff is going to be kind of difficult for me. Magic the Gathering stuff is difficult anyway. So if you have any opinions or stuff I should get or people I should follow, please let me know in the comments down below. While you're there, remember to like, subscribe and follow me on my social media. But as always, I have the previous kind of special video that only doesn't come out on a Monday, Wednesday or Friday here. A playlist of Pokemon stuff that I'm going to be starting here. And then a subscribe button here, which again, all the support does really help, and I will see you all in the next video.